Hello, good morning, folks. Today we are on a new section called adding styles to React application. Yesterday we were working on some phones in which we mostly work with this delete function feature. So yeah, today we are now on this adding styles to React application. Let's dive into it. The appearance of our current notes application is quite modest, to be honest. In exercise point two, before that, let's say, I would like to check on my, see, check it out main. I will see what is happening inside my main branch. So this is my main branch, and it has, let's see. Okay, so I can successfully merge phone into main. Hmm. mm, Wonder if I should have done any kind of something like this. Pull request. Open. Well, phone will compare main. Read pull request. Uh, Merging. Let's see. You can automatically merge. Merging. Checking for the appropriate merge. Hmm. This branch has conflicts that must be resolved. Inside the nodes, let's resolve the conflicts are too complex to resolve in the web editor. Wow. Let's see. Uh, Resolve in merge editor. Accept current, and accept current. Let's see what's new thing to change it. This one. Oh damn it! I should have this used a accept incoming. This one accept incoming. Accept incoming. Remove current. Remove accept incoming. Oops, that's what we want inside our main branch. We need something like this. Accept incoming, accept incoming, accept incoming. Now let's see inside my app. Is there any kind of okay, there is few issue with this. Let's remove this. It's node object as well. This node service as well. And inside this, this one as well. So as you see, this is something you will be encountering in daily work. So, like, put it habit. And now let's see if everything works as fine. So now I have few changes inside this merge. Okay, it all in merge except incoming, which is empty. Yeah, hit merge and continue. Sync changes, and let me look at this. Hmm. Mm, EST, dot, EST. So at least I do have like phone book branch, so I don't need to worry about much. If anything, then I can just route back it to the phone branch. Let's see, inside part 2, what I need to do is uh, in exercise 0.2, hello, hello, let's see. Sorry for the disturbance. So, we have some CSS tutorial here. Mm, CSS styling the content. What is CSS? Blah blah blah. Ti- 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 ti. My mouse scroll is also giving me weird things. Let's take a look at how we can add styles to a React component. There are several different ways of doing this, and we will take a look at the other methods later on. First, we will add CSS to our application. The old school way is in a single file without using a CSS preprocessor. Although this is not entirely true, as we will learn later on, let's add a new index.css file under the source directory and then add it to the application by importing it in the main.jsx file. Okay, so they want me to create index.css file, and in my app they want me to import index.css. Let's add the following CSS rules in the index.css file, in which h1 says color green. You see what changes happen. Yeah, am I even using h1 tag? Yep. Let's see. I do using H. Let's change it to H1. Add CSS file. GP domain. Okay. CSS rules comprise of selectors and declarations. The selector defines which elements the rule should be applied to. The selector above is H1, which will match all of the H1 header tags in our application. The declaration sets the color property to the value green. One CSS rule can contain in an arbitrary number of properties. Let's modify the previous rule to make the text cursive by defining the font style as italic. Let's do this. Font style italic, and this is how it looks. Let's see. There are many ways of matching elements by using different types of CSS selectors. So we have some ID selectors, class selectors, and combination of separators. What is this? Names this. So these are some selectors. I have seen and child, then row, and then like I don't have that much experience with this one. Scoping, overflow. Hmm. If we wanted to target, let's say, each one of the nodes with our styles, we could use the selector list as all of the nodes are wrapped inside list tags. Yeah, in my notes or persons. Uh, let's see if anything I will just change it back. Let's add the following rule to the our style is since my knowledge of elegant web design is close to zero, the styles don't make much sense. Actually, let's do this. And now inside my index.css, what I will do is I will hit every list tag this CSS rule. Okay. And now let's see if I add. Okay, this one changed. It's kind of grayish. So wait. This was not best, right? So uh, using element types for defining CSS rules is slightly problematic. If our application contained other list tags, the same style rule would also be applied to them. If we want to apply our style specifically to nodes, then it is better to use class selectors. In regular HTML, classes are defined as the values of the class attribute, like class node. In React, we have to use the class name attribute instead of class attribute. With this in mind, let's make the following changes to our node component. Okay, so instead of node components, let me first commit this style to list. X. Okay, so main instead of main like node components, I will have this person component. Here I have class name is person, and here I will use this person class name. And what I will do is I will do this inside this. I want you to do 5 pixel rather than this. Let's say a black. No, gray should be fine. Let's see. Let me reload this. Let's look at uh, red. This one. Let's say the Hellas. Another one. So class I define color red to class and it propagate here. If you add other list elements to the application, they will not be affected by the style rule above. Improved error message. We previously implemented the error message that was displayed when the user tried to toggle the importance of deleted node with the alert method. Let's implement the error message as its own React component in the file src components notification. Okay, so what I will do is when I click on Artho do you want to delete this? No. So even if I cancel, I found a bug. Let's squash the bug immediately. Add class selectors in index CSS file. Okay, so I just reloaded. There was some issue. I don't know why, but it was. So, mm, I do not have knowledge about this. Confirm if what if user clicks on, let's say this, if not then this. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT immediately in my confirm pop up when user clicks on cancel button, like they don't want to remove the person, then currently it's currently it's still removing it. Can you okay, let's see what it's got. You are super close. The issue is this one. True, okay, click. False, but right now you are ignoring the result. So your code always continues this regardless of what user clicked. Current flow is confirm pop-up, ignore result and delete anyway. Correct fix is confirm. I see. So they want to do take it this as a variable and put it inside let is confirm and if is confirmed is strictly true, then and only then do this. Otherwise, just return. Let's see if what we have seen is like true or not. Let's do another one. At the last, if I say enter, so if I click on this, let's say cancel. Nope, it's working. So let's update this cst dot cst fix cancel button issue deleting anyway. So main, and this should fix the issue. Now let's see. Okay, so if you now add other elements of it, they will not be included by the style rule above. Improved error message. We previously implemented the error message that was displayed when the user triggered to. Okay, in alert method, let's implement the error message as its own React component in the file. Let's do this. It's gonna be fun. I have feeling. Let's say notification.jsx. Let me do this so everybody can see. Now the component is quite simple. Let me add this. So I have a notification. I'm destructuring message. If message is strictly equal to null, then return null. Otherwise, return this. So I have made a habit that any kind I will use fragments here. Let's see, it has a class name error. So that is what I will be using in my index file as an error for displaying that. Okay, if the value of the message prop is null, then nothing is rendered to the screen. And in other cases, the message gets rendered inside of a div element. Let's add a new piece of state called error message to the app component. Let's do this. So inside import a notification, and I would like to have another const error message set error message. What will be the initial value of that empty array? Oh, empty. Okay, error happen. Okay, so here after h1. Okay, so let me this add number const as this is. Now after h1, they want me to do is notification, and if any kind of message I should be passing, it will be an error message. So it's currently displaying like this. Okay, then let's add a style rule that suits error message. So now I have style, error happened, error happened. Okay, so now we are ready to add the logic for displaying the error message. Let's change the toggle importance of function in the following way. Let's see in my person service when I am creating or returning, but here it is working on update. So let's see if I can do same, but before that let me comment this. add error message component and relevant style. Okay, let's see. Let's see inside my inside my person service person service. If if I caught any error, let's see this. Then what I would like to do is set error message to this. Node content I would like to have now. So it was already room for server person uh person. Should I have been used person dot name? Yeah, and it says um I guess I have some scrolling issue on my mouse. That's why it's doing this weird. It's lagging or like hanging at there. When the error occurs, we add descriptive error message to the error message state. At the same time, we start a timer that will set error message state, then null after 5 seconds. The result may look like this. Code. Okay. Now I move to the inline style. React also make it possible to write styles directly in the code as so-called inline styles. Let's say after rather than 5 seconds, I would like to have 1 second. So what it doesn't it should remove itself. Let's say side app component. So main. Now let's say the inline styles. React also make it possible to write styles directly in the code as so-called inline styles. The idea behind defining inline styles is extremely simple. Any React component or element can be provided with a set of CSS properties as a JavaScript object through the style attribute. Let's look at this. Reaction GitHub I have inline styles. So for the inline styles, hmm, now it would be look better. In React, inline styles are not specified as a string. Instead, they are specified with an object whose key is the camel case version of the style name and whose value is the style's value, usually a string. Okay, so in this camel case written object, so what exactly is doing is that I'm using those attributes, or you can say the key values. I'm using them as a key values, and directly passing that object inside the style attribute. This is okay. I will keep that in mind. CSS rules are defined slightly differently in JavaScript than in normal CSS file. Let's say that we wanted to give some element the color green and italic font in CSS. It would look like this. Yep. But as a React inline styles object, it would look like this. So the value should be wrapped inside single quotes. The- should be wrapped inside, but that is also if we are like using any kind of let's say object. Every CSS property is defined as a separate property of the JavaScript object. Numeric values for pixels can be simply defined as integers. One of the major differences compared to regular CSS is that hyphenated. Let's add a footer to our application and define inline styles for it. The component is defined in the file component footer and used in the app.jsx as follows. Okay, let's define it. In my component, I will have footer and my footer file is like this. So, this is camel case and it says person app currently to 0 to 6 and inside site after person I will use this footer and I will look at my footer, this one. In inline styles come with certain limitation. For instance, so-called pseudo classes cannot be used straightforwardly. Inline styles and some of the other ways of adding styles to React components go completely against the grain of old conventions. Traditionally, it has been considered best practices to entirely separate CSS from the content and functionality JavaScript. According to this older school of thought, the goal was to write CSS, HTML, and JavaScript into their separate files. The philosophy of React is, in fact, the polar opposite of this. Since the separation of CSS, HTML, and JavaScript into separate files do not seem to scale well in larger application, React bases the division of the application along with the lines of its logical functional entities. The structural units that make up the application's functional entities are React components. A React component defines the HTML for structuring the content, the JavaScript function for determining the functionality, and also the component styling, all in one place. This is to create individual components that are as independent and reusable as possible. Code of the final version of our application can be found in this. Okay, so let me comment this out. Add the component. Okay, so before that, inside my what it says is phone book, right? Phone book. So let me go to the branch called phone book and pull changes from the main. Yeah, and now let's change it back to main. Use the improved error message example from part 2 as a guide to show a notification that lasts for a few seconds after a successful operation is executed. A person is added or a number is changed. Okay, so I what they are telling me is whenever I add any kind of let's say error message, then it should also be displayed for 2 seconds. Hmm. Okay, I like this challenge and I would like love to work on it. Let's see. So whenever I add a number, let's say let's say if after successfully it happened, what I would like to do is add uh let's say that successful message successful message. That is what I would like to do. So inside my notification, wait. I will pass this as, but then again, mm, how can I determine that if it's an error or a successful message? So let's say add a successful message display when adding new person. Let's say uh, let me first define a few things. So here I will have one success class with green property, and inside my app.jsx, let's see, what I want is a class called success here, and mm, I have to like use some kind of conditionals here, because otherwise it's gonna be like taking as a same, and currently it is current because in CSS we have a rule that says the last defining thing or any kind of instruction will be taking precedence over the previous one. So currently now it is showing as green. So let's say, how can I make it possible when adding a new person? So inside error message, mm, what I can do is set error message to person successfully added. Let's see, but doesn't I want to have a set timeout as well. It will be set timeout. Inside that, it should show for no. Uh, no. What I want is Can I use something like this here? After successfully added after successfully added of them, set timeout. Inside that, I will have anonymous function and I will set error message. Uh, rather than saying error message, I would like to let's change that message that message. So now I will have inside add number. I will use uh, set message as person 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 successfully added, and I will have this for 1 second display. Uh, so now the error message should be like this. Let's see what happened. Reference error message is not defined. Error message is not defined. We'll have message error happened. So hola amigo. What? Hola amigo. Person. Okay. Okay. Person undefined. It did say person. Okay, so that was wrong because it was directly going on this undefined. Hmm. Can I console log the person's object here? And I would like to see um I would like to see uh, it displayed when I added it displayed this message instead of it should have been displayed this. So let me copy this, head over to ChatGPT, and also give my index.css files like this notification component. So now I want to display error message based on the activity. Let's say when new person added, then successful message with class success. When deleting the person, then successful message with class success. When any kind of error occur, then error message with class error. You are now entering an important front-end architecture concept. UI notification should have both message plus type. Right now, your notification state only stores message, but you also need is this success or error because styling depends on it. Yep. So current problem is this that I'm plus both class simultaneously. That's not what you want. Yep. Notification should look like this: type success or type error. Error. Change notification state to set notification, and in immediate value should be null. Initial value should be null. Okay, so inside this I will have notification. We will set notification, and the initial value would be null. Why? No. Now one state object controls message state, message text, and style types. Very scalable. Step 2, update notification component. So inside my notification component, notification is the null. That is what I'm. Okay, so now I want to notification. If notification null, then return null. Otherwise, class name notification dot type. Okay, so now I can successfully do this. Notification dot type, and based on that, display notification dot message. Okay, important part, notification dot type this becomes success or error and dynamically controls CSS classes. Yep. Step 3, success notification. Inside add success, you currently use this. This is broken. Yeah, I thought so because it doesn't perfectly. Set persons returns undefined. You cannot change set amount onto it. Correct version should be look like this. Let's see what exactly did they change. I would like to say it inside my phone service. Let's say if I remove this, person service, then response set response to this, set notification. Should I be directly doing this? What I was wondering is that. So then passing object message saying added dot name and a type success. Then I would like to use set timeout for this. Okay, I can do same here as well. Even though it was this obvious, I still fail to notice it. That I have to do set notification. Inside that I'm going to pass this message error happened. Type should be error, and again the set timeout would be to set notification to null, and it should have a 2-second wait. Now inside this I will have fail to edit person, type error, this. Let's fail to add person, delete success. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so this is taken care of. Now all I have to do is inside my uh, delete person num function, inside that set person. Here, what I will do is set notification patient. Inside that object, I will type message saying person deleted successfully, and type should be a success, and set timeout will be set timeout will be let's say set notification to null, and set timeout will be for 3 seconds. Pass. So what I want is, now I would like to pass the notification. Hmm. Now see this example like this. Huge front-end concept you just learned. UI state modeling. Yeah, just did I? Let's say na Hashimoto. I can say let's do this just for the sake of it. Added Kanashimoto. Ah ha ha. It's working. It's working. We can say hooray for ourselves. Yeah. It's really drained me out. What I want is that I would like to work on these challenges in tomorrow. Uh, let's see what we learned today is really interesting. This part, improved error messages. So let's see. Uh, fix error, fix notific, fix not, add notification feature, add notification feature. This should do the job. Okay, so folks, thank you for having me, and also props to you guys that you stayed for a while if you're watching this. So yeah, we will start with this exercise 2.17 from tomorrow in the next stream. Meanwhile, happy